Hey guys, welcome to my legal classes. This is Ganesh Pujari, and in the series of Indian Penal Code, we are focusing on chapter 2, which is all about general explanations covered between section 6 to 52A. And in that series, this is my 8th video where I am going to focus on a section and an amendment section, that is section 29 and 29A, which is all about documents and electronic documents. When I say documents, we have already discussed in detail under Indian Evidence Act, which is available in my playlist Indian Evidence Act when we discuss section 3 of that particular act. So I have a detailed presentation there. You need to refer that also. And what is the connection between Indian Penal Code and Indian Evidence Act? Guys, remember, the laws can be divided into three major categories: the substantive laws, the procedural laws, and the adjunctive laws. IPC is one of the substantive law, and for IPC, CRPC is the procedural law, and for CRPC and IPC, what comes adjunctive, that is Indian Penal Code. So there is definitely connections. So if you understand there, it helps here also. But however, as per section 29 and 29A, whatever is being defined about documents, that I will explain here. But for sure, you have to refer that video also, because there I have given lot of images as well as illustrations. So I hope you will do that. With that assumption, I am getting into my first slide. What I will do to make your life easy, I will also put the video link from Indian Evidence Act, which is on document section 3. That particular link I will add in the video description of this video, and you can just click and watch that video, because there I have added images, illustrations, etc. from that particular section. So it helps you to understand the concept in detail very easily. However, to continue here, the document under section 29 of IPC defines the word document denotes any matter expressed or described upon any substance by means of letters, figures, or marks, or by more than one of those means intended to be used or which may be used as evidence of that matter. That is document under section 29. So what is a document? It is an expression or description upon any substance. Any substance may include paper, wall, stone, metal sheet, whatever may be. On that, it is being expressed or described. Now, how is that done? With the help of letters, figures, or marks, or the combination of any two or all three of this. Now, by that, it is being expressed or described. Now, what is the purpose of such expression or description? It is with the purpose of using it as an evidence in a later stage, or at that particular time there was no intention, but later it can be used as an evidence. Now, all of them are considered as document. There are two explanations under section 29, and the first explanation says it doesn't matter where such letters, figures, or marks are formed and what is the purpose of such formation or expression. Now, it very clearly says whether the intention was there to use it as evidence or not, that doesn't matter. So, two things doesn't matter under explanation. One, on which substances those letters, figures, or marks are formed. The second one is about intention. It also gives certain amount of illustrations, like for example, the expression which are mentioned in a contract, the terms of contract is an evidence, is a document. A check upon a banker is a document. A power of attorney is a document. A map or plan is also a document. And a writing containing directions or instruction is a document. Now, these are the several illustrations which are given for explanation 1. And in my next slide, let's quickly go through explanation 2. The second explanation focuses on mercantile usage of letters, etc. There they will not mention everything in detail. They just make some marks, and if that is available and it was a custom or regularly used, in that case they are also considered as the letters, figures, or marks expressed on a particular substances. That is what all about explanation 2 along with illustration. I have explained this particular concept also while explaining Indian Evidence Act document part. So you can see that in detail. The last part is electronic record. It's very simple. Whenever we are reading the term electronic record, we need to understand it from the Information Technology Act 2000, Section 2, Clause 1T. Now that is what we need to refer to understand what are electronic record, and which is what said here also. And for that also I have explained in my Indian Evidence Act document presentation. So please refer that particular presentation for more details which will clarify all of your doubts.
With that, I'm concluding this session. Please subscribe our channel. Please like, share and comment our videos. Thank you. Okay, now I'll say slow. Please subscribe our channel. Please like, share and comment our videos. Thank you. Bye-bye.